Dave Portnoy, always a voice of reason, even though he is completely out of control most of the time, behavior-wise. I can't help but love him. And on this, he's absolutely right. He said there is no country that is consistently attacked by their enemies and then told to use restraint when defending themselves despite superior military more than Israel. I want peace for all innocents in the Middle East. I also fully support Israel's right to exist and defend itself. Why is this not common knowledge?
And you know what? Release the hostages.
If they're even alive at this point.
It's like, this is the thing. And why is nobody in America talking about that? Why are our leaders not demanding that? I'm so sick of it. It's been 6 months. That's it. And then literally at like month 4, everybody just stopped talking about it. They stopped talking about the hostages. What is wrong with people in this? Like, what is wrong with our leaders?
It's just, it's so disheartening to see so many Americans siding with Iran. What in the world?
With terrorists.
I just can't believe.
With Hamas. Yeah. It's like, what is wrong with people in our country? It's despicable.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And it's all the fault of this education system, which we're the only country that teaches our own citizens to hate our own country.
Right.
Why do we do this? Why do we do this? I will never understand it. Senator Kennedy, a national treasure as always, has thoughts about what is happening this week, what happened this weekend.
Yes. And in the past 60 days, we have seen President Biden go wobbly in his support of Israel. And today, the White House has already leaked to the press early this morning that they're not going to participate in an Israeli response to what Iran just did. Let me say it again. More sheep is not going to solve the wolf problem. My advice to the president today, for what it's worth, Mr. President, don't. Stop it. Support Israel. With respect, go to Amazon and buy a spine online. Peace through weakness never works. Not with these hard men.
Yeah, exactly.
Spine online.
Buy spine online. Yeah, exactly. He is saying exactly what we said at the beginning, which is weak men create chaos and turmoil and war. This is like what's happening. He's weak, pathetic and weak.
I just love him. Meanwhile, to our earlier point about how there's actual American citizens who are cheering all this on and supporting Iran, it makes no sense. But the Free Press journalist was in a conference in Chicago to do a story about how far left activists are planning to disrupt the Democrat National Committee. Convention, I should say, which will be very, very interesting.
Yeah, it will be.
And then in the midst of their conference, the news broke that Iran had just launched drones and missiles heading towards Israel. And they started chanting, "Hands off Iran," because these people are psychotic lunatics and morons.
Oh my God.
Look at the mask.
I know. The one in the pink is my favorite.
Yeah.
Look at the lady with the pink mask, you guys. What is that contraption around her head? What is that? I mean, she drove all the way in her Prius like that. Like she had that stupid contraption on her head and was driving. She's like, "Oh God, I'm so afraid of a virus." Oh no. God, these people.
Well, and these activists, they're all over the world, unfortunately. And in Toronto, they were holding, get this, because this is irony in a nutshell. They were holding a ceasefire protest. Okay. So they are ostensibly, they're calling for peace. And yet during their little get together, their little activist party, the news broke that Iran had just fired off its missiles. And here was their reaction. These peace lovers, this is their reaction.
Everyone, I would like to make a quick announcement. We interrupt the protest to bring you this announcement. The Islamic Republic of Iran has just sent tens of drones towards Israel.
Oh, so peaceful.
So peaceful. So peaceful.
Where is this again, Mark? What city?
This comes as a direct response to the bombing of Israel to Syria, Iraq, Palestine,
that little
Lebanon.
Kid.
Israel has bombed multiple countries.
Unbelievable.
Why have they done that now? Why did Israel bomb the Islamic Republic Guard? Why did they do that? Is there a reason?
Yeah, listen, they are constantly defending themselves. And
God, I mean, that's all they do.
That's all they do is defend themselves. And for some reason, I wonder what that reason is. People are like, you can't defend yourself. We want to wipe you off the face of the earth. Gee, why have they been facing this for like eons? Why? Oh, I don't know. It's probably because they're Jewish.
Exactly. And has there ever been a time when Israel has been an aggressor? Has there ever been a time when Israel has not wanted to just be left alone to exist? That is all they've ever wanted. And yet there's so many psychopaths out there, so many anti-Semitic psychopaths who don't want them to exist, that they're constantly attacking them. And so what are they supposed to do?
Well, what people want them to do is just take it. And then they want them to cease to exist is what they want. They want them to die. That's what they want.
Well, Trump was at a rally over the weekend, and he pointed to Biden's weakness as well and said things would be a lot different if he were president.
Unbelievable, and it would not have happened if we were in office. You know that. They know that. Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
but America prays for Israel. We send our absolute support to everyone in harm's way. This is an attack that would not have happened. I mean, to think about what we have to go through. We will return the world to peace through strength, and it'll happen very quickly. I will revive American strength abroad, and we will restore American strength at home. We were respected 4 years ago all over the world. Today, we are considered a joke. It's not going to be for long. Believe me, it's not going to be for long.
Israel.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. And he's getting, I mean, like in the polls, you're seeing blacks, Hispanics, everybody is starting to it's starting to tick up for him because people are so over this crap. They're just over it.
And they see that it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
How can they not? How can you not see that it's getting worse? It's like you can listen. This administration can try to spin it as much as they want to spin it and try to force feed some ridiculously crafted narrative down our throats. It ain't working.
We're wise to you. We see what's going on.
Because we're living it.
Just to cap off this discussion and to add a little bit of levity, which is, of course, our mission whenever we do this show.
Yes.
Here is a video talking about how mean Israel was to those Iranian drones.
Israel has been shooting down thousands of innocent Iranian drones, and it needs to stop now. 40% of those drones are children. These are adolescent drones that are in the infancy of their dronehood. These are drones that will never be able to capture a sunset. These are drones that will never experience filming a landscape or a big shot of a city or a Jake Gyllenhaal ambulance chase scene. Please pray for the drones of Iran. Shame on you, Israel. Shame on you.
I mean, they're adolescent drones.
They're just babies, you guys.
They're never going to be able to go to their prom, these drones.
Oh my gosh. Things just are so weird, right?
So
like everything is so weird.
It's so dumb.